So first of all, who's this? All right, this is an undergraduate GPA of 1 point something. Right? And the person got into one of 5 good business schools. There are a number of hypotheses that present themselves at this juncture. Could be a data transcription error, right? That might be just wrong. I mean, that might not be that person's actual undergrad GPA, all right? What are some other hypotheses? He knows somebody who knows somebody, yeah. His last name is Haas. No. What are some other hypotheses? Yeah. Okay, they might have done really, really good on tests. So let's probe that. Okay, so what do we know? We know that the undergraduate GPA is down around 1 point something. All right, so undergraduate GPA is this rightmost column. So let's see if we can find the 1. Holler if you see it.
It's lower than 1, because that's 1.2 right there.
Well, I think this is 1, and then that's 1.2, so it's 1 point something. Find this person.
There it is. There it is.
All right. Okay. There they are. All right. So let's look at what their other scores were. Okay. First of all, first-year MBA GPA was not high, but was certainly a lot better than a lot of other people, right? I mean, these people did much, much worse with much higher undergraduate GPAs, right? So this wasn't if that really was somebody with a 1.1, it wasn't a silly decision to admit him or her, right? A posteriori. Okay, so 33. So now we've got this person selected, and we can actually change the variables that we're displaying. So let's look at what their verbal GMAT score is. Okay, verbal GMAT score was, okay, this red square here is called the point of averages. And the coordinates of that point are the average of what's being plotted on the x-axis versus the average of what's being plotted on the y-axis. Okay, it's not a datum, it's the averages. Okay, so this person did a little below average on the verbal GMAT. So exceptional verbal GMAT score is not the explanation. How about quantitative GMAT? Again, roughly average on the quantitative GMAT. So good hypothesis, but data says no. All right, didn't blow the doors off the exams. All right. Another hypothesis.
He has a lot of money. He donated some money for the school.
Donated some money for the school. Bought their way in. Okay, it's certainly possible. All right. Could be a student who has been out of school for some time, working in the world, is a VP somewhere and wants to go back and get an MBA. Okay, so there could be a very big time lag between, so that the undergraduate GPA is just not a relevant factor anymore. Yeah, there are people like that. Could have phenomenal letters of recommendation. We don't have any data on the letters of recommendation here, right? Something could have gone wrong in one semester in that student's career, and the overall GPA might not be a good measure of how that student actually did. They might have done phenomenally well their senior year and all their upper division classes, so forth and so on. They just had a really lousy freshman year and sophomore year and half the junior year. Yeah. Okay, but you get the idea that we can start probing some of these questions from a display of data like this. That's kind of where we're trying to go.